on? Hope y'all are having a dope ass day today. It's your boy Alex, and I'm back today with another reaction video with a very special guest. Guys, we have one of the most influential rappers today. This guy seriously provides some of the most amount of value to his fans that I have ever seen from an artist in a long time, and he does some crazy fucking guerrilla marketing type shit. Like, this guy's the real deal. We have joined with us today, DAX. DAX, welcome to the channel, my man. Glad you're here.
Appreciate you having me, man. Happy to be here. And as for always, I gotta say, it's your boy DAX, and we back at it like a bad habit. If you want something, better go grab it. And today, baby, we finna make a big play.
I love that, dude. That's some real shit that you're saying in there, too. If you want it, go get it. Go make that shit fucking happen.
Exactly. I've been saying that for like 4 years now since I started, so definitely an affirmation.
For sure. Dude, I love that, man. And like I said, I'm glad you're here. Real quick, my cousin introduced me to your music a few years ago. I mean, after he showed me one song, I was like, there's something different about you, dude. And I can't really formulate it or put it into words, but it's just like a different type of energy. Exactly. Like, there's just something real different about you that you don't see.
I fuck with that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I call myself an energy giver. I'm an energy giver. There's two types of people in the world. People who take energy and people who give energy. I give it.
What type of music you been listening to recently? Been listening to different bands, artists?
To just a lot of DAX, man. I don't listen to really any other music, to be honest.
Okay.
I make music and then I listen to it on repeat. Then once it comes out, I never listen to it again.
Interesting. Okay, so are you?
But I hear a lot of different things, though. I might like if somebody somebody might draw something, I might take a listen if it comes on. You know what I mean? And I like just my producer, he's up here a lot, so like he'll be playing some stuff. So I'll hear a lot of different things, but in terms of consistently listening to, I don't listen to anything else but myself.
Got it. So I know that like a lot of people that I've talked to, especially rappers, kind of listen to stuff that's completely out of the rap genre to gain inspiration from stuff. Where do you gain your inspiration from? Because all your music is up to date with all the times. It has super impactful messages, and that's kind of why I fuck with you so heavy, dude. I haven't dived into too much of your music. I've only heard a small sample. The first song that I really heard, like I said, my cousin showed me your music many years ago, but I was reintroduced to you by Joker, and just that thought of like cyberbullying, and that meant so much to me that like one song from you was much more impactful than albums and albums of other artists.
Wow.
So I feel like just having that, like you're able to, even from that one song, able to transcend your message after you're gone. Facts. I feel like your message will still be here.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking awesome, man.
That's how I feel about my music, man. I think songs like Joker, songs like Dear God, songs like, you know, She Cheated Again, Love Hurts, a bunch of them, I Can't Breathe. I feel like they're like, you know, they have staying power. My goal has always been to put something into the world that will last forever. So, you know, I'm just trying to do that a bunch of times.
For me, right, from the consumer, like you've achieved that.
Thank you.
100%, dude, and I just want you to keep going, man, because you're making a huge fucking difference. Because I'm a fan of you as a person. I was a fan of you before I was a fan of your music, to be real. Like, seeing your videos opening the fridge and like giving some motivational shit, eating, and then like closing that, just like you're a motivational dude and your energy is so contagious. I'm like, I need to go check out and see what DAX is doing so I can have a better day, right?
DAX. Yeah, I started off with motivational speaking. That's how I started. I never even wanted to make music. And then I started motivational speaking, spoken word poetry. That's how it all started. And then eventually, since I was like rhyming most of it, it just transitioned into music. And in terms of like inspiration, I just gained inspiration from things happening in my life and things happening around the world. Oh,
100%. And I was watching your interview on Impulsive, and you shared that poem to Dear Alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah. I'm excited. I got to make a video to that shit one day. I got a bunch of that. I got Dear Alcohol, the response, alcohol responds back. I got Dear School responds back. I got a bunch of like crazy poems I wrote when I first started that I'm gonna make like videos for.
Dude, the visual that I had in my head while I was listening to you recite that, you don't hear that type of shit, dude.
Yeah, shit's crazy.
Like, you can write so eloquently and just at a different caliber than so fucking many people.
Thank
it's
you.
Insane.
Thank you.
Of course, dude. So, okay, I've done my research on you. I don't want to bore you with the typical interview questions. And for those of y'all that don't know too much about DAX, you'll be doing a disservice if you don't go check them out. But I wanted to ask like a bit of a different question. I know that you worked as a janitor at some point in your life, and you also were playing basketball.
Yep.
So I wanted to know, what was one thing that basketball taught you about music and one thing that being a janitor taught you about music or your life in general? What's one thing that you learned from each of those things?
Basketball, I mean, basically my whole basketball career is basically what set me up to be successful in music. I think because basketball, I was so many different people. Like, you know, I was the best player on the team. I was never the worst player on the team, but I got the least playing time. So I went from being like the star player to being like riding the bench. You know, I've scored the most points and scored the least. So it taught me patience, hard work, discipline, teamwork. a bunch of things.
Facts.
Being a janitor taught me how to mop up flows. Nah, I'm joking.
Hey.
Nah, but being a janitor just taught me just being humble, I guess. It's probably a thing. Also, hard work, consistency. I did the same thing every day for 2.5 years. You know, I got so good at my routine that it was just like, I'd get it done in like 30 minutes to an hour, then work on music.
For sure.
Yeah, it just taught me being humble and treating everybody with the same amount of respect.
Yeah, dude. Probably also gave you that perspective of like, I don't want to be doing this shit all the time if music doesn't work out. Like, it gave you that like little bit of that hunger, I'm sure, but that's already instilled in you. I can already tell that.
Yeah, man, that's the grind for sure.
Now, I've been keeping up with what you've been doing on social media, and I know that before you dropped this song that we're gonna react to together, Gotham, you kind of switched your shit up in terms of the food you were eating, living a healthier lifestyle and stuff. And I wanted to ask you from a fan's perspective, typically the way that we see it, or the way that I see rappers, is they're so involved in their craft and they're so tunnel vision on that they put everything else on the back burner. They'll be in the studio what seems like 20 hours a day, they'll be getting fast food, not getting enough sleep, not doing this because they're so focused on that. So whenever you personally made that shift to eating better, getting enough sleep, getting in tune with your mental health, how did you see and how did that affect your music for this new song?
I've never been the one to stay in the studio for hours. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I don't make a song unless I know it's gonna be fire. You know, I'm not just in there just fucking randomly recording. So I would say what it did most for, I wouldn't say it made me a better artist. It just sort of gave me a break, because like a lot of my time is spent on the internet. You know what I mean? Like talking to fans, talking to, you know, a bunch of different people, and what that does, sometimes you end up absorbing a lot of people's energies. You know, a lot of the messages I receive are messages of, you know, people like, you know, whether they're going through certain things and stuff like that. So it's like, even when I was, you know, last year was my first year touring, and I did like 100 shows last year, which was insane for me. I did no shows, shows, you know, so it was like, you do 100 meet and greets, you know, you meet thousands of people, and it's just like, you just absorb so much energy, and I'm an energy giver, so I'm always like, you know what I mean, I'm going, you know what I mean, so it's like, I'm giving so much energy constantly, so it's like, I needed that break, you know, and mixed with that, I always, you know, I drink and stuff like that, drink before shows. You know, I did 100 shows, you know, so you put that together, and I started drinking energy drinks. Then quarantine happened, and I was like in my crib working out, doing 1,000 push-ups a day while also drinking energy drinks and drinking alcohol and just working. So like that compounded, plus the quarantine work, plus the constantly talking to people and taking energies in, were just like too much. So I needed a freaking break. So I got rid of the alcohol, the energy drinks. Started drinking caramelized coffees with light cream. Can I get a caramel, an iced caramel coffee with light cream, please? Extra cream, no, light cream. Light cream. So that's what this is right here, but I got a large today because it's Sunday. So,
I got you.
Yes, got back in the gym 2 days, started hooping again. So I really had to just get time for myself, and then, you know, obviously, you know, the music industry is a whole nother conversation, and what comes with that, so detoxing from that as well. So I just had to do that. I wouldn't say it didn't make me a better artist, but it just gave me clarity and allowed me to step back and see what needed to be done and how I wanted to live my life.
You don't have to tell me your secret sauce. You can tell me go fuck myself if you want, but like, what's your method to writing music? Like, how do you go through that? Because I dabbled with trying to write lyrics, and I mean, if I showed you some shit, it'd be laughable. But the only way that I knew how to do it was like, you freestyle a little bit till you get a line, you write that, you kind of build off of that. Like, what's your process like for writing songs? Because they are such a high caliber. I just got to know.
So once I find a beat, I just start writing, and then basically what I do is I keep replaying the beat. Once I get like a line, I'll keep replaying, and I'll just keep going until I get to the end, essentially.
Got it.
So like, I'll write like, you know, Gotham was like, I think that we're headed down the wrong road. Fake's real, and we say real's fake. Whoa, false prophets on these screens everywhere we go. But what did you expect when dumb people got smartphones? So I had that first, and then I just like, let's say if I can't think of anything after that, I'll never force myself to write. That's one. Okay. But I say the biggest thing about writing is I always say like, Toby, you gotta trust yourself. So it's like, if I can't think anything, I never mentally hurt my brain. Like, oh my God, I gotta sit here and think. Like I might record just that little portion, and you'd be like, fuck it, I'm going home.
Got it.
And I might go home, and then I just like listen to that, and I might be listening to that in the car, and then in the car on the way back home, as I keep replaying that part, like I might start like, cause I continue to like freestyle over it until I find what I like.
Yeah.
Writing that part, and then on the car ride home, I might hit the guy like, "Hey, bro, I need to come back," and I literally might drive away and then come back. But as soon as I start to feel any type of stress, like writing, I put it away because I don't want it to be like, I don't want music to feel like basketball, where it's like, oh my god, I gotta perform, I gotta score 20, as soon as I feel any type of pressure, I'm going home, peace. Sometimes I'm in the studio for 20 minutes, sometimes I'm in there for 4 hours.
Damn. And I mean, we hear that from consuming your music. Because, like, you ever hear a song where you're like, that flow and those lyrics, it was meant for this beat.
Yeah.
You know, like, sometimes you hear a song, you're like, like, maybe they could have done it better. But yours is like, it's the perfect puzzle piece to that beat. Like, it just fits. And it's so cohesive and it's so coherent. And you're just like, oh, dude, it's just fucking, yep, 100%. And that's what we get from, that's why people love you so damn much. I mean, from my perspective, it's like, this dude's real. Like you said, he's an energy giver, and every single song is that perfect fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude.
I love that circle where it's like, damn, this all makes sense from start to finish. And I think that's what a lot of, like, music doesn't have. It's like, it doesn't connect.
Yeah.
From like start to finish. I mean, if I'm doing a freestyle or one of those things, it's one thing. But like a song, it's like, okay, this shit makes like every single part of the shit actually like connects.
Right.
Yeah.
And even so, like, every aspect of it too. Your lyrics, your beat, your video, your visuals, your energy, your theme, like, all in one. It's all encompassing. It's like,
when I'm making a song, what I think about is like writing a book. Like when we learned about like writing books, like I've always been like super good at English. Like that's one thing. Like I've always been like really good at crafting words. Like I used to write essays for kids. Like they used to pay me in college if like I just like if like they were procrastinating and it was like coming towards the end of the thing, they would just give me the topic of what the paper was on, and I wouldn't research it. I would just make it sound good.
Oh shit. Okay.
So like I used to do like just make this sound good and make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. So I've always been really good with just placing words.
Right.
So I forget the fucking question.
So I mean, that brings me to a different question. Has anybody in the music industry, since you can write at such a high caliber, has anybody asked you to like ghostwrite for them or do any type of writing for them or anything like that?
I would never do that. It's not my style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give anybody my fucking words. Like, get your own.
Exactly right. I don't even understand rappers that don't write their own shit. That makes zero fucking sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah, so for me, I always tell people like, you know, to each their own, but like for me, I don't do karaoke. That's just the way I put it. Like if you want to, like if you're doing karaoke, that's for you, but don't compare yourself to me if you're doing karaoke.
Yeah.
Don't compare me to people who are doing karaoke.
You're independent.
Yes, sir.
Have you noticed as an independent artist, are you still dealing with industry bullshit? Are you still dealing with all that comes along with being in the industry as an independent artist?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm very to myself, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't like go do a lot of shit. I'm very like. I call myself. I can do the same thing every day for 100 years. That's how my dad is. Like he's done the same thing every day since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
I eat rice every day. Like I'm that type of person. So.
Yeah. Creature of habit.
The only way I guess it's affecting me is that just like it's gonna take me longer to achieve certain things because I'm not within that mix. Like, you know, like for example, you know, if I was in that mix or doing that, like a song like Dear God that has 28 million views would have 200 million.
Right.
So it's like I actually said in the song, I said, I'm independent so my numbers don't look as big as theirs, so they discredit the kid. I said that in the song that's coming. And it's just facts. It's like, you know, I'm independent, so it's like my numbers don't look as big as yours, so they discredit me. But in reality, my independent numbers are, you know, like 20 million on Joker or whatever the streams are is insane.
100%.
But it doesn't look like that. So that's the only way that's affecting me. I would say, you know. But in terms, I don't go to parties. I don't do all that shit, you know. I just be chilling with the select people I fuck with.
I feel you. I'm the same way. I don't go to parties. I don't even drink. I hang out with my fiance and my dog and make videos.
Yeah. But I can though. I can get lit. You know? When I first moved to LA, my first 8 months in LA, bro, I was everywhere. Everywhere. I you know, all just like to like network, you know, just like sort of dabble in. But it was as soon as I removed myself that I had my first song blow up. So I did 8 months of just every single party, after party, event, music gathering, trying to meet this person, that person. I did that for 8 months. And when I do something, I do it obsessively. So I was like, every night. And then as soon as I stopped, my song She Cheated Again came out and blew up. And I was like, wow.
Damn.
So it's
And
like
that's
I was
not
looking
coincidence.
for, I was trying to meet people, but I really needed to meet myself.
Yeah.
And once I got rid of all the outside influences and like focused on like myself, like who am I, boom, everything changed.
Plus, then you're in command, you know, like that's my dog. You give so much value that like, you always say like, we're the label, right? Like those people that are signed, that are doing those 200 million numbers, I doubt that if they, absent that label, they wouldn't have your numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that type of firepower without that backing. So I think that the value that you provide, it makes your fans fucking nuts, dude. And they're like, I'm sending this song to 150 of my closest friends, you know? Like I'm
yeah,
it's nuts,
just
bro.
dope, man. It's definitely great. Yeah, it's awesome.
100%, man. I'm just excited you're here. I want to dive into this song, dude. I've been so fucking excited. It's been hard for me not to.
Oh yeah, I love when people like react to it for the first time, like right away when they see it. That's dope as fuck.
Oh, dude, for sure. Like I'm not gonna listen to it until I make a reaction. So let me bring this up real quick. And your shit is interesting too, dude, because there's so much to unpack that after every line I could stop and I'm not gonna do it, but I could stop and pause and we could probably talk about it for 30 minutes because it's so intricate, bro. So if you guys have not heard DAX or you wanted to see this original video for yourself, links to the original video will be down below in the description. Y'all make sure to check it out for you if you want to. Jesus, I don't even know how to make a reaction anymore. And let's get into it, man. And if you want to say something too, you can tell me to pause.
Oh yeah, make sure you go leave a like and a comment.
Seriously.
I told my people, I said if we get 200K likes by whatever it was, like Tuesday or something, I was gonna put out. There's another 4 minutes to Joker that I never put out because I didn't want it to be an 8-minute song. So I told people if we hit that, I would put out.
Oh shit! Every single person watching this right now, head over to the video, click the link down below in the description, go leave a like and leave a comment. Let Dax know that you're coming from my channel and go experience the fucking greatness that this man can produce.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it, brother.
I think that we're headed down the wrong road. Fake's real and they say real's fake woke. False prophets on these screens everywhere we go. But what did you expect when dumb people got smartphones? More memes cool, make it all a big joke. Crown your fake kings and let them sit up on your fake thrones. You're young now, but just wait until you grow old. When life gets real, you'll remember all these words I wrote. I went roam and walked multiple ways for 40 nights, 40 sleeps, yes, multiple days. In the desert, no food, water, searching for the answers. But you listen to these people who got nothing to say. You wouldn't know real if it slapped you right in the face. Ain't for the culture, I can tell by the shit you embrace. I'm in Gotham, but my mind's in a different place. So fuck your cosigns, money, and your radio play. I be shaking when I write my music. I've been anti-violent, but don't push me cause I just might do it. They won't give you no credit cause they know you'll use it. And that's what happens when the master starts fearing the student. In the city, you a number they don't see.
All right, that line right there. When the master starts fearing the student, what do you mean by that?
So yeah, that part. So I said they won't give you no credit because they know you'll use it. So the first thing there is like credit card. They won't, but that's just like a play on words.
Yeah.
You know credit, so they know you'll use it. That's what happens when the master starts fearing the student. So that also goes to MasterCards. You know what I mean? Like the first part of that line is just me. Like, so I'm a person. The only reason I have credit now is because I started a business, but I still don't own a credit card. Like I've been the type of person, like after watching like my parents like be in debt, like if I don't have the money for something, I don't buy it. So I've never gotten a credit card. I have to get one for my business, obviously, but like, I don't even hold it. I let my manager hold it.
Damn. And that's what I'm talking about, dude. Every time I hear one of your songs, it's like, I'm fucking impressed, but I need to tell myself, you need to be even more impressed than you realize because there's shit in there that flew over my head, like that credit line. Like,
and then I also say, they won't give you no credit because they know you'll use it. That's what happens when the master starts fearing the student. So the other whole part of that is like, you know, like essentially, you know, people won't give you the credit you deserve because they're afraid that you may surpass them. So that's what happens when the master starts fearing the student. You know what I mean? So,
dude, fuck yeah, this is dope.
You was human, just a propaganda place for their games and amusement. In a city full of angels with the biggest influence, I see demons with the platform who just fucking abuse it. In Gotham, everybody knows everybody. If you ain't got a blue check, you ain't anybody. Redo, repeat, sleep, double tap, see, copy. Lost souls underwear, they're turning into dead zombies. Everywhere you look is plastic, all fabricated. Everything you seen on TV was exaggerated. Don't nobody see you till you get 1 million followers. And when you do, they treat you like you someone and you validated. What do you do? How much money you make? Who do you know? What do you drive? Where do you stay? And while you answering those questions, they be calculating how much of it they can see themselves trying to come in and take. If you fragile, don't you even try to come to this place. They gon' build you just to break you, then rebuild you to break. Let you reach your own limit, then heroically save. And that's exactly how Gotham turns you into a slave. In Gotham, everyone goes and they lose their souls cause they can't control. In Gotham, everyone lies, a cipher and I, you will lose your minds. In Gotham, everyone goes
Okay, I don't want you to take this the wrong way because you are a fucking amazing rapper, but it's like your singing ability, dude. I honestly don't know like which one I like better, right? Like it's hard for me to decide, but you're like, I don't, you know, it's just props on your pipes, bro. You can do some vocals. That is insane, brother.
I appreciate that.
Oh my God. Do you like singing?
Yeah, I like singing. It was funny when I was at the University of Montana. I took a singing class. I didn't even make music back then. I was just finding classes. Like I needed to replace a class because I was trying to find basically the easiest classes I could just skip. So I could just go to practice. And I ended up taking a singing class, and the teacher told me if I didn't come to class, she would fail me. So I was just doing all the drills and everything. So like I ended up like, you know, getting pretty good during that semester and stuff like that. So
dude, that's impressive. Are you more confident in your rapping ability than singing?
So I'm more confident in my rapping ability when it comes to live.
Okay.
But like if I'm like live, I get sort of like nervous when I'm singing live.
Got it.
I'm just not like used to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, and obviously like when I'm like rapping live is so much easier because I jump around like fucking crazy when I perform and shit like that. But like singing, you sort of can't like do that as much.
For sure.
You gotta like.
Oh, dude.
Even like so.
I'm loving this, man. This is so good. All right, let's get it.
Everybody's from here, but everybody comes here wanting to be famous till they realize the price of fame brings close everything that they once feared. Consumed by the algorithm, it becomes clear life's a simulation all controlled by a puppeteer. Blind people leading blind people, driving cars to a destination that is unclear while they can't steer. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 drugs, alcohol addiction, morgue, fake friends, women, gold digging as a sport. Who convinced you should live a whole life you can't afford? Nobody sees you, you're continuously ignored. Nobody sees you, you're continuously ignored. Everybody wants fame, they don't care what it's for. They don't want to build theirs, they're just trying to take yours. This is dog eat dog in this messed up world. Think you need this place, but you don't. Happiness is not a physical place you call home. Did you ever wonder why you feel like you feel when you take that time away from your phone? Fake shit goes viral, we know this won't. They'll say they care, but we'll never show. Gotham isn't just a place, it's a mind state watered by the thoughts that manifest what you grow.
That dude.
Everyone goes, man.
I'm not even talking to DAX right now. I'm talking to everybody listening. If you want real shit, like real life lessons, real advice on how to be successful and prosper in life, they're laced in DAX's lyrics. Like this man's dropping fucking gold in these lyrics. This is
dropping some gems for sure.
Dude, I don't know if you can see. Oh, I can't show you there. I literally got fucking goosebumps, bro.
Hey.
Dude, holy shit. I love the part you're talking, I mean, this was a little bit earlier in the song, but the validation. If you don't have 1 million fucking followers, you're not validated. And it's like, social media is fucking toxic, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I
remember like, even just like me, because I only got social media when I became a freshman in college, and that was because all my teammates were like, bro, what the fuck, you don't have Instagram yet? So I downloaded Instagram and I posted a picture of me drinking hot chocolate at the mail station. You know what I mean? And but since obviously now I have to do it religiously with the music shit I do.
Yeah.
It's like I always have to remind myself, like, yo, I didn't used to live like this.
Right.
Like I used to just be a basketball player and I didn't record anything.
For sure.
You know? So I have to remind myself that it's just like, damn, this shit, it's not needed.
Right. Well, like I was saying, dude, I mean, you're like, the way that you market your music is like, it's like guerrilla warfare, dude.
Oh, man.
And I mean,
yeah.
Without social media, like, imagine you weren't making music, like, you wouldn't be posting or doing anything that much. Like, it's a direct medium to your success, and it shows, dude. Dude, fuck me, man. This is nuts.
Lose their souls cause they can't control in Gotham. Everyone lies a cycle, and how you will lose your minds in Gotham. Everyone goes and they lose their souls cause they can't control in Gotham. Living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham. Tell them how you feel cause I promise they won't call back. Everybody's in it for money, so it's all bad. Killing all my demons, I'm rapping this in all black. I ain't got it.
It's so goddamn clean, bro.
Yeah, so Batman's rescuing DAX.
Damn.
Essentially, it's me rescuing myself, you know? And then this little thing, I thought this was cool, we put that in there. Shout out to Moses.
Dude.
Yep, so that's that.
Dude, that's fucking good, bro.
Thank you, man.
Holy shit, dude. Alright, Church Juice WRLD. Oh my god. We actually gotta let that one breathe for a quick sec. God damn, bro. I get this sense that like every single song that you put out, it means the world to you. Like you're not putting out some half-ass shit. You know, you're not putting out like some random words.
Yeah, no, I really put a lot of effort into it. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of it just comes like naturally when I'm writing. But in terms of like, you know, the video, thinking of the plan, what happens from here to there, trying to like market it, trying to like, it's definitely a lot of effort, you know, and I try to like immerse my all into something.
100%.
So one thing with me is like after every single time I drop a song, I get like depressed, you know, like just quote unquote. So I always put that there for cancel culture, but because I put so much into this shit, and it's just like it's like practicing for a play for like, you know, 6 months. And then it's the night to perform it, and then you perform it, and it's done.
Right.
It's like after songs are like, I put a song like I fall off a cliff. You know, there's so much energy invested. I don't just drop it and leave it. Like I drop it, and now the real work begins to like promote it and stuff like that. So there's such like a feeling.
Right.
Definitely a lot gets put into it. You know.
Now, whenever you have a song like this, is it flawless for you? Is it 100% how you wanted it, or are there like certain things where you're like, fuck, man, if it was your way, like you'd perfect it for like 7 months, but it's just not practical to do that, or is this exactly how you want your song?
Yeah, I'm not a perfectionist, so it's like, you know, there's like when I listen to the song, there's like certain things I'm like, oh, that could probably be like moved, or this could probably be like sound a little bit better, but I just don't give a fuck, you know. So I'm just like, I don't have.
Yeah.
Like, I think it sounds like better than anything else, so I'm not gonna spend time like
100%.
crystallizing it. Like I don't even get my songs mixed and mastered. You know what I mean?
What?
I just like the way it sounds in the studio is the way I put it out. If I can't make it sound fucking amazing in the studio, I don't put the song out. And then because whenever people try to mix and master, I'm like, nah, I don't fuck with that. Just go back to the way it normally was.
Oh shit!
I try to tell myself I'm not gonna be a perfectionist, because that's just too much. Like it's too much.
Right.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, holy shit, I've never heard anybody say that. That's bad. That's what I'm saying, you're different, bro. You're fucking different, man. It's the best thing ever, because that's what we need nowadays.
Hell yeah. I always try to tell myself, like, I don't feel like I make genre music. I wouldn't consider like what I call it. I don't consider that a rap song. You know, I consider it just like an overall, like a thing.
Right.
You know, so it's like, that's why I have a lot of like, you know, like fans and people who come to shows who they say they're not rap fans, but we like the shit you make.
Exactly.
So like that's why I don't want to be called a rapper. I just like being called the artist. You know.
That's what I was about to say. You're not rap. You're an artist. I mean, you're rapping here, but it's like your flow is switched up so much, and then it's like you're rapping, you're singing, like you're sing rapping at the end part, and it's just you can't categorize your music, dude. It's just like, oh, that's Dax. That's what he's doing.
And you know, that's what like my whole life. That it's crazy. That's why music fits me so well, because my whole life people have always called me like an aloof, where it's just like most people don't understand me until they like get to know me, and then once they get to know me, they're like, but that's just Daniel. That's just let Daniel do what Daniel does. Like that's what my mom said. That's just Daniel. Just let him. He's in his own world. Just let him do that. You know what I mean?
You can't categorize him. You can't really explain him. That's just what he does. That's Daniel.
That's just Dax. So that's why my Instagram name is Dax. That's Dax. Like,
got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always felt like I've been an outcast my whole life. That's literally why. I mean, I actually tattooed Andre 3000.
Oh wow, that's dope.
I totally get that, dude. It's doing your own thing and kind of not asking questions, not asking for advice. You're just kind of doing what you do, and everything gets returned on the back end.
And then just embracing the people, like the people who fuck with it. You embrace them like crazy.
Right.
You know, because
100%.
You them like people actually accepting you. You know.
Right. Because you know the people are there, like they're riding with you. If you are you to your core, and there's no facade, there's no bullshit, there's no fluff. It's like, this is me to my core, to my essence, and you're riding with me that hard. It's like, these people really fuck with me.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I love what I'm doing. Like, what other artist gets to like, you know, dress up as Batman or put paint on his face and like, you know, just like, you know, there's you know, there's a lot. There's been some obviously in the past and some still now, but I'm saying like I just love the fact that I can just like do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
And not have to
100%
try to look, you know, cool or do this type of shit that's just not essentially me, you know.
Right. And it's even more badass. I was watching the new Mandalorian came out, and I was watching that with my fiance and her family. Huh?
The movie?
No, it was like, I think it's the next season. It was like the show that's on Netflix, but Star Wars stuff. And we were talking about like how cool it would be to be like on a movie set or a TV show set and direct that. And that's essentially what you're doing, but like with your message. Like you created the script, you created the story, the lyrics, everything, and now you get to bring it to life from a video perspective. You got a cool ass fucking job, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man.
That's awesome, man. And like I said, dude, your music transcends, bro. Like one question that I had for my cousin Simon, who absolutely fucking loves you, and I was like, you have a question you want me to ask him? And he was like, yes, please, ask him this. And all your music is so meaningful and impactful. I wanted to know from your perspective, is there, maybe not, one verse that you've written that is more meaningful than any other one?
I'd probably say I still think I'm gonna put this out on a limb. This is the way I feel. I still feel like "Dear God" is the most important song that's ever been written. That's just how I feel. Like that's just me personally. So I feel like from start to finish, that is the most circular song and just full thought that encompasses every single thing from start to finish of just everything. So for me, that's just like, I think that's a song like when I'm gone, that song is gonna just be like here from the start to the end of time.
Yes.
You know, so I think "Dear God" is the most important song I've ever written.
I got you. Dude, you're a different type of energy, man. It's like, I feel like I've learned a lot just from talking to you. It's fucking insane, man. I really appreciate you being
fun,
here,
man.
dude.
I like doing this type of stuff. I was fucking thinking about like buying a camera the other day because I've never vlogged or done anything like that, but I'm like, man, it's sort of fun. It's like, you know, just like,
it is fun.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what I was thinking is like, at the very least, if nothing else comes from that content, like you get to, it's a time capsule, bro. You get 20 years from now, you get to go see what you were doing. If you're vlogging, you get to show your kids if that's what you're into, you know, like it's.
I wish like I was thinking of like creating a channel where like I break down my own songs. So
do it.
Could like just like everything I was like thinking, like I could just like say it, you know? But
dude, that would be fucking sick. And you could do it however you want. It's like the Genius video breakdown type vibe where it's not essentially that, you know, your own unique way to do that, but essentially just like breaking down the songs like that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I appreciate you being here, guys. If you, like I said, if you're gonna do yourself a huge disservice if you don't check this man out. This is life lessons. This is exactly how to be prosperous, how to live your best life, how to be the best version of you. Peace, love, and positivity. That's what this guy's preaching, and he does so at a fucking stupid high caliber. Dax, I appreciate you being here, my man. Thank you so much. Is there anything? Oh, one more question.
Yes, sir.
I want to provide value to as many people as possible. So people out there that are making music, whether you're in a metal band, a rock band, or you're a rapper, whatever you're doing, is there a certain time frame whenever you knew that you were coming up where you're like, oh, shit's about to get real? Or like, what did you do when you started to see that initial pop? Or how does someone get started trying to reach as broad of an audience as they can?
How does someone get started trying to reach as broad an audience as they can?
Is it consistency and you keep doing that, or is it you put out a song and you push it as hard as you fucking can? What worked for you is the most?
Consistent persistency. I think that's a good way to put it. And this is not me talking about like the caliber. I think you know, obviously you want to put out good shit. I think everyone wants to put out good shit. So in terms of me, it's just like, it's not being afraid to promote your song. You know what I mean? Like if there's one thing I'm not ashamed of, it's just like I just don't give a flying fuck. Who cares if I'm just trying to like push my song? You know what I mean? Like I still to this day, like I haven't done it yet, but I'm doing it starting tomorrow. Like I take the link from the song that I just put out. Like when it's I only listen. This is what I tell people. You have to be. This is why I make music that's true to me, because I have no shame in promoting my music because I feel like it's doing good for other people. You know, I think people who don't make music that's helping people subconsciously don't feel good promoting it, which is why they make it. But they don't, somewhere in their brain, they're like, I can't push this like crazy.
Right.
You know, so they don't. But like when I put out a song like this one or Dear God, it's like, why wouldn't I want to promote this shit like crazy and have it affect more people's lives?
100%.
You know what I mean? So I still take the link, like, and I send it to every single DM I've ever had on Twitter, and I go through the whole thing. It takes me like an hour to do. Then I go on Facebook, send it to all of it, and I say, yo, I'm hand delivering this message because I think, you know, the message is important, and I do it to everyone. So I still have that mentality where it's just like, the people tell me my music's important and that it's helping them, so it's my obligation to push this shit like fucking crazy. So to any of us, I say, if you're making, and it's not, you don't have to make music like me for it to be important. A lot of people make like, there's a lot of rock songs where it's like the lyrics are different, or rap songs, but it's still important to a certain demographic of people. Even if you're from the hood and you're rapping about the struggles in the hood, that's still very important to a demographic of people. So, if your music is helping a demographic of people have better lives and connect, it is your obligation as a human being to do everything you can to put it in the faces of the people that need it. So you should never feel shame in finding your demographic because I'm just gonna fucking send this shit to everybody and I don't give a fuck who gets annoyed. So that's the way I feel about my music for my demographic.
100%. You're a beacon of fucking light.
Thank you.
100%. You are the energy.
Yeah,
like,
and that goes for everything. It's not just music. It's it's these types of videos. It's reactions. There's people who do anime content. There's a select people who like anime is like what saved them in life because they love going into that whole realm. So if your content is helping a demographic of people, it's your obligation to promote the fuck out of it.
Right. Oh, I love that, dude. I haven't heard anybody put it like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yes, sir.
Like, this man is preaching facts.
And when you think about that mentality, it's just like, oh shit, okay, bet I'm gonna promote this shit like crazy. And if you promote like crazy, for myself, it's been 4 years now. You're gonna be successful. But most people don't promote because they feel like, oh, I don't really want to like send this to everybody or ask people to share because like, you know, it's just
right. But I mean, there's that fine line between like, do you ever feel like you're gonna be spammy? Because that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, if I promote my shit as hard as I possibly can, I don't want to come across as like someone's like, oh shit, like here he is promoting the shit again. Like, where's the line between persistence and relentlessness and then coming across as spamming someone?
It depends on what the piece of content is. Like for example, like I don't do it for every single song. You know, like my freestyles where I'm just rapping bars, like, you know, like what's popping, I throw that shit out. Yo, share, you know, go comment, go like, and I do that for maybe a day or two. Okay. I can't morally push something that's just bars, even though I know it. But when it comes to something like Dear God or Joker, like I'm spending a month and a half on that shit. Just every fucking day. Like God, you know, I'm gonna do this for a couple of weeks. And like it depends on the piece of content. And I feel like you just have to feel it out, and like you can tell by the response of the people. I'll go to the comment section. Wow, this is really helping people. Okay, so bet, let me go hard.
100%, dude. And that's what I've noticed from the music that I react to is a lot of like heavy metal and rock are the lyrical content and just music in general is laced with so many trials and tribulations, you know, death, suicide, abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, whatever. And it's like, that's what people really gravitate towards because they feel like they can relate. So I feel like your music is more like rock and metal from that perspective than a whole lot like, you're different, man. That's all I can say. Dax, I appreciate you being here. Like I said, dude, you're a fucking extremely talented artist to your core. You're an energy source, man. You're a beacon of light in people's darkness. And just keep fucking creating, man. You're making a difference. And it's intoxicating, brother. So thank you so much.
Man, and as always, man, I gotta say, it's Dax! It's Dax! It's Dax! It's Dax!
Y'all go check him out. Trust me, you won't be sorry. Go let him know you're coming from my channel. Go comment on all of his shit. Let him know you're coming from my channel and just let him know you saw this video. That being said, that's all we got for you today. So keep smiling, keep being yourself. Don't let anybody throw shade at you. And I will see you tomorrow. That's a motherfucking fact. Oh yeah, I love y'all so much.
Yes, sir. Peace. Peace.
Oh, hey, either way it goes, I was born to be a screw up. Do the wrong thing and I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay, crew, got my back like pull up. Sipping on the liquor, but it goes straight through us. Squad full of killers and a swag like Jewers. You got a squad full of